some data in 2022. There were 8,295 individuals booked in the local jail, and that includes alternative supervision like renewal. And the median length of stay for those individuals was 15 days, but the median was 59 days. So our work, while we do manage programs and grants, and I'll talk about one specific upcoming initiative, we also get to participate in a lot of really cool stakeholder groups and coalitions. I recognize some faces here from the Allegheny County Anger Reentry Summit that happened a couple weeks ago. We, along with CCAC, the DA's office, and Goodwill, established that coalition, and there are 13 subcommittees which are, cover things from employment to food assistance, serving individuals that have disabilities that are incarcerated, so on and so forth. And we really look forward to planning for another summit. We also participate in the Mon Valley Initiative's ongoing Spark calls. I believe that they're one of the first organizations to really convene reentry stakeholders in the county. In the Elsinore Benu think tank for restorative justice. That's one of my personal favorite think tanks to attend. It was a think tank established and created by 6 men that were serving near life sentences in Pennsylvania correctional facilities. All of the work that we do in technical assistance and expertise that we provide is always led by and informed by individuals that have experienced incarceration in the system firsthand. Some of our favorite resources that we rely on are the Marshall Project, the FARA Institute, the Council for State Governments, and the Drug Policy Alliance are all resources that we really respect and appreciate, not only the research that they put out, but the essays that they publish by people that are currently incarcerated. A lot of our technical assistance supports ongoing internal programming at Partner for Work, so evaluating the career link's ability to serve job seekers with records, assisting people if they need court support or legal aid connection. And our department does have an intimate understanding of the sentencing process and the reality of who's being held in the Allegheny County Jail currently, and the correctional landscape in Allegheny County at large. Today there are 1,700 individuals that are currently incarcerated in the local jail, and 40% of those people are simply awaiting trial. And many of them will never go to trial. Charges will be withdrawn, witnesses will not show up to court, and as you all know, as direct service providers, that is something that will potentially stay with them and stay on their record and prevent them from obtaining sustainable employment and safe housing and many other basic needs. The other 38%, the second largest group, about 600 people that's currently in the Allegheny County Jail, are individuals that are being held on a probation detainer. That's mainly Allegheny County probation, but there are, I believe, some federal and state individuals who are being held on some sort of a probation detainer. We've witnessed firsthand how for some individuals that means a new arrest and a new criminal offense, but for many that's also technical violations related to their probation, and that could be missing a meeting with a PO, that could be owing fines and fees, that could be testing positive for a drug screen. We also, take care to analyze with this data. All this data is pulled from the public dashboard that the jail maintains, if anyone wants a connection to some of this data. I mentioned evaluating our career link system, and in 2017 to 2020, 18% of job seekers that interacted with the career link identified as having a record, and that's definitely an underreported number. So in that vein, we've been doing a lot of work with our career link partners to upskill all their staff. They participated in a really excellent reentry simulation a week ago, and we have an upcoming initiative with the career link where we are getting them inside the facility to pre-release that I'll talk about in a bit here. And one of the, one of the other important things that we analyze related to our current program is the justice, the touch points that people have with the justice system as they're currently engaged in programming. A lot of the community and the research at large has moved away from focusing so much on recidivism as a key for anything related to growth or success of programming. As we know, there's many reasons why people are continually reincarcerated or held within the system. Some of the, one of the biggest areas that we hope to grow our department is in the advocacy space, as we don't provide direct service. We've been working with our policy arm at Partner for Work to develop some priorities in this area. And a couple of those which will hopefully sound familiar is, supporting the end of cash bail, making alterations and changes to probation systems that keep people on supervision for far too long, and reform related to occupational licensing that prevents many people with records from obtaining employment. We were recently able to publicly support a bill introduced by Governor Shapiro that is aiming to increase the number of individuals that are reviewing pardons on the state side. We've heard from our partners on the other side of the state that there's been a lot more people that are becoming pardon coaches and applying for pardons, but the issue is that those that review the pardons just there aren't enough staff and they're not paid enough to do the job. So it should be a 25% increase in the staff that are reviewing pardons, and we hope that that bill goes through. And through a lot of this research, we also have identified areas that our funding cannot cover most of the time just due to the nature of it being state and federal dollars. And one of those areas is in all of the insane fines and fees that can accumulate on someone's ID or court support, court fees, probation fees, and sadly a lot of our dollars are unable to cover those fines and fees. It's explicitly outlined. So that's a funding priority that we definitely see a need for, and in many cases it can prevent someone from obtaining their ID, which, as you all know, can mean a lot of different things in terms of access to services and employment, so on and so forth. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the programs that we manage on the priority populations side of the house. We're currently overseeing 2 workforce programs for job seekers with records. One of those programs is ongoing, and we're partnering directly with the reentry team at the Allegheny County Jail to run that. A lot of our, where we're trying to shift our program design and approach is more towards holistic programming, so really building in non-workforce specific needs and services. And a good example of that is our upcoming project with the PA Career Link. I think we're calling it the Pittsburgh Reentry Career Services Program. We were awarded some Department of Justice funding in October, and in July we're hoping to launch. The PA Career Link will be the primary case management and career services entity, and they're already going into the facility 2 days a week, meeting with residents. Beyond the PA Career Link, and that will be Ms. Sherelle Chambers, for those of you in the room that are familiar with the Career Link staff. Beyond the PA Career Link, we've been able to fund some other partners through this grant, which we're excited about. The Center for Employment Opportunities is a pretty well-known national organization that provides transitional job programming to people that have been formerly incarcerated. They've recently increased their wages and added more work sites to their menu, so we're excited to support the work that they're doing. Operation Better Block is a violence prevention organization based in Homewood, and we're going to have them coming into the facility to do some mentoring. That mentoring is going to all be administered by someone who has spent time in a facility, and the mentoring will continue through reentry support groups on the outside. And last, but maybe the most exciting thing about this program is that for the first time we were able to build in $80,000 in rental assistance for individuals that are going to be a part of that will be administered by Action Housing. And so we're still figuring out what that will look like, but for some people it might be first month, last month. For other people that are struggling to secure a lease due to their record, it might be more than 1 month of rental assistance. And we're hoping that that cash goes really quickly, and once it does, we'll connect individuals directly into Action Housing's ongoing emergency rental assistance programming. Everything that we, especially as it concerns the jail, are doing in terms of programming, we think about sustainability first and foremost. These grants are not the answer to continue this work, and so we're hoping that the facility, the jail leadership, county executive will see that investing in a local American Job Center in a facility is a good thing. And that goes beyond the PA career link. I know there's a lot of training providers in the room, and so that includes programming inside of the facility pre-release. And I'll wrap up here in that vein. I think that there is hopefully some change that will happen as it relates to the local facility. The county was awarded $5.2 million in MacArthur Grant Foundation funds, and a big part of where those funds are going is to actually do everything but tear the jail down and completely restructure the inside of the facility. I participated in a focus group that was run by consultants where they were asking, what do you want to see in a future facility and what changes need to be made. And so I was one of many voices there, but I definitely advocated for workforce providers being able to have space that's a conducive learning environment for residents, as well as good space for trained providers and whatnot. And that is my spiel today, so thank you guys. It's a little weird public speaking post-COVID, but we did it, and I'm turning it over to Rahman. We'll take questions at the end, sorry.
Thank you, Julia. So another primary population that we work with that is funded by Pennsylvania Department of Human Services is the Earn and Work Ready program. The Earn program works with individuals. The Earn program works with individuals who utilize SNAP and TANF benefits and provide services related to education, job training, peer remediation, employment and education services. Work Ready programming is an extension of the Earn program. The only difference there is that Work Ready is focusing on a population that is on the extended TANF, in Pennsylvania known as the E-TANF program. So the Partner for Work is the grantee of the funds designated for the Allegheny County Earn and Work Ready programs, and as such we fund and oversee Earn and Work Ready programs. We manage a network of contracted providers. We provide program guidelines, local policies, and we support continuous improvement of programs that we facilitate here for the Allegheny County. Programs are delivered through the community-based providers. They are here in the room with us today. We have 3 organizations that offer Allegheny Earn and Work Ready services out of 4 centers throughout the county. We have EDSI here in the room somewhere. If a team member from EDSI and Elizabeth and Ray are here from EDSI. The Earn program is Earn and Work Ready Center downtown. It's located at the Warner Center. We have Earn and Work Ready Center housed at the Goodwill headquarters in Lawrenceville. The Goodwill team is at the table. And we have Grant Associates offering Earn and Work Ready services in Wilkinsburg and Duquesne. So all of our providers will be here tomorrow during the resource fair. Please be sure to stop by their tables and find out what kind of programming and services and partnerships opportunities are available at each location. Next slide. Earn and Work Ready services. All of our centers offer the same program design and similar services. and we provide comprehensive case management. Our focus is that we're not only serving the adults that are in our program, but we provide services for the entire family. So it is very multi-generational focus. Our multi-gen strategies include the adults, the family, and the entire family, including the children, whoever who is in the family. We try to connect them to the services that are available, resources that are available in the community. We provide supportive services, including assistance in child care and transportation. Our key partners in that space is ELRC locally here, and we work closely with the County Assistance Office as well as Travelers Aid to connect individuals who are job seekers to transportation resources. Job skills training, work-based training is available at all of our locations. We provide career counseling, we have job coaches at all of our locations, and we offer educational assistance through our partnership with Literacy Pittsburgh, but we also have our own additional educational opportunities for individuals who need to brush up to get into a certain career industries. All of our centers, they have a team of staff members who work with customers to explore career opportunities. We have a team that supports customers to explore educational opportunities. We do have in-house short-term credential opportunities, but we also have team members who work with other training providers in the community that may offer training resources or opportunities that are not available at our locations. We also have a designated team of licensed counselors, and they support psychosocial needs of customers that may benefit from counseling. And we have a team of retention case managers that support individuals who are employed and trying to be successful in their retention. Our retention supports are a full year after a job placement. The service design includes a comprehensive assessment of needs of each customer and the family. We develop individualized service plans. I'm sure most of you are familiar with CWDS and IEPs. We do those things too, and we work with the same system, CWDS. On our side is Allegheny Earn and Work Ready programs, and our outcomes are pretty much similar things: credentialing, job placement, retention supports, and we also emphasize on investment and earned income increases in our programming. All of our centers work in close partnership. We understand the game to all. We understand that we need as many partners as possible to support our customers. Prior to pandemic, we offered services to close to 1,200 individuals. This year, our numbers nearing 800. Our services are available in person. We're seeing more and more people come into our centers for services. We offer also online services to customers who are willing to engage with us remotely. So, program partners, I've already mentioned ELRC. They're our key customer partner. We do serve moms with children who are still engaging with the pre-K services, but we also, if you have information about programs or supports that are available, especially during the summer months that are coming up for families, please stop by our centers and share that information. We need that. We have Literacy Pittsburgh that provides adult basic education supports customers who are working on getting their GEDs, but we also partner with them for digital literacy programming, because we know that digital literacy skills are becoming more and more in demand for customers who are currently in the workforce. We partner closely with Travelers Aid, not only to provide transportation resources in the form of Connect Truck, but we also offer rideshare programming for customers who are trying to connect to employment interviews or training opportunities that are outside of the public transit. We closely partner with Financial Empowerment Center that offers free professional financial services to customers who are trying to get financial wellness, financial asset building mindset within our programming. And we also have close partnership with Link for customers who may need additional resources to take advantage of the training opportunities available in the community. We're always looking for additional partners that can come to our centers. So if you're an employer looking for talent, if you're a service provider that can offer resources and services to families that are residing in Allegheny County, we welcome your partnership. Please stop by our tables tomorrow, and we did pass out our business cards. They should be on the tables. Connect with me, and we're always looking for partners that can support the work that we do. That's kind of everything from me. If you have any questions about the Earn and Work Ready program, please, this is the time. The floor is yours.
We passed our business cards out, most individuals do, and I'll also be here tomorrow during the resource fair if anyone wants to discuss any pantry work or